Well, thank you so much, Azwi. Thabo Puti Mojela on Twitter says, for a moment, I thought I was watching some stage drama there, Sakina, and if only it were. Unfortunately, it is not, Thabo. Residents of Komga in the Eastern Cape are getting forceful as they continue to try and get the Amathole District Municipality to attend to their cries for service delivery. Yesterday, the R63 that runs through the small town was blocked by protesting residents, forcing a meeting with ADM Mayor. And in May, SABC News reported on the woes of the residents, which included water shortages, poor sanitation, and of course the lack of refuse removal. And back then, the residents already threatened to abstain from voting. Abongile Jantjies is our reporter. He is back in Komga this morning to see if there's been any progress since then. Abongile, good morning. And we saw just briefly some really disturbing visuals earlier on of people literally resorting to getting physical with one another as they try to get some water there.
Yes, indeed, Sakina. Very good morning to you too. The water and sanitation woes here at Komga still continue 3 months later, despite promises being made by the Amathole District Municipality. This morning they say the truck which brings them water didn't come, and now they have to fend for themselves in this reservoir. The gentleman standing there who's going down now charges 5 rand per bucket, Sakina, and this is quite predominantly an area where people are mostly unemployed, but they have to fend for themselves in this regard of this. Children first have to come here in the morning to fetch water before going to school. Well, it's a scramble, and they're saying this reservoir is a bit low, but it's their only option this morning. They came in the early hours of the morning, Sakina, to fetch water. Some arrived as around 6:30, and they're still making rounds to go and put the water at home and then come back again so that they can continue with their day. With me, I do have one of the residents, Mama Sibuli. We were here 3 months ago. We see a woman falling now there, Sakina. Really, she's fainting. We don't know what the actual, but this is that's happening here. They say it's an everyday thing, the issues of water, but that's what's happening here, and they're currently assisting her. Next to me, I do have one of the residents whom I spoke to 3 months ago in May. Mama, has there been any change since the last time we came here?
Ayikho tu akho tshintsho okokoko sasihleli singenamanzi eQumrha nabantwana izolo bakhutshiwe ezikolweni ngenxa bakungekho manzi siqubhe ethuvini mina ndiqubhe ethuvini ibhuti ndiphefumula uthuvi ekhaya ngoba lokho okokoko ndandireport Amathole ndisithi mandofunxa itoilet ekhaya ayifunxwa siphefumula uthuvi eQumrha. Abantwana before babheke esikolweni funeka bazothutha amanzi, funeka ukuzibe namanzi, funeka uqasha abantu kusatyenzwa uqasha abantu i5 rand sazithathaphi ngoba asiphangele eQumrha, funeka uqasha abantu i5 rand okokoko amaphele ukuzibe namanzi. Imathole ihleli phaya iservice tu andizovota manje ndisitsho nje ndiyi-African National Congress kodwa kulo nyaka andizovota ngenxa nto akho nto ndiyibonayo, akho tshintsho.
Mama, okugqibela ndiyakubona umsindo uphezulu.
Andivasanga ngoku.
Mama, besine 3 months apha ngoMeyi. Akho tshintsho ubusiya wena Amathole ukubana mawuzocela uncedo kwenzeka ntoni? Khasicacisela.
Andikazelwa nangoku mna last week bendile Amathole ndo-reporter phaa uba itoilet yami iblokile phaya, andikazi uzofunxela nangoku. Ubunoya nangoku ubhuti ubuthuvi buqala emveni kondlu buyancanceza. Ndithe ndavula umsela uba okokokuba mayihle apha edreyinini uthuvi ndiphefumla bona mna thetha ngam ndinguzukiswa hlala apha kaStocks.
Well, that was one of the residents whom I spoke to in May here. She's really angry, saying that her house is filled with sewage, and I witnessed it myself when I was here not so long in May, and nothing has changed as she's saying, and that she only has to fetch water here, and her house is quite a distance from here. Let's try and speak with one other resident, Kunjan Gosisi. Namhlanje, I also spoke to you in May. Has there been any change from your side?
No, khange kube khona enye change. Okokoko nani lapha into zisafana.
sasikhaleka esikakhulu nangenkukuma engathuthwayo nangoku inkukuma nanti ndishiye garage endlini nam ndinoncedo ngangendihlala apha kwa 2219 kwa stocks apha kwa Main Street inkukuma igcwele endlini njengangoku funeka ukuze inkulantuka ube kube clean endlini yakho inkukuma uyitshise uyayibona umasipala akasithuthela inkukuma umasipala akasiniki manzi umasipala asiyaze yona into yenzekayo kanye abantu abaninzi ngapha ngasentla bakhala umama nje besitsho bakhala ngoqubhela indleni besanofaka ezinye ipicture kwenyitho bendibonisa loo nto baqubhela indleni akukho asenje akho healthy ku-COVID-19 le kusokuthiwa masihlambe izandla so sihlamba ngantoni izandla
njengoba kuzovotwa sisiwami ngoNovember kulo nyaka uzolisebenzisa njani uvoto lwakho
jonga ndikuthanda ukuvota ne kodwa this time I'm not gonna vote andizovota ndivotela ntoni like xa uvotayo mos uvotela uba yabona lena into yenzeke kakuhle xa uvota ke ngoku uzawuthi lelipho litshintsho akho tshintsho kaloku if bele ukhona utshintsho ngobeni lapha ngoMeyi besawuvota and ke besawuvota because ke kumnandi ukuvota but asizovota andivoti phofu mangathi asizovota andivoti mna ndizovotela ntoni
ndiyabulela sisi wam. Well, that was one of another resident vowing not to vote because she's not seeing the delivery of basic services here in Komga, Sakina. She says even the issues of rubbish collection is also a challenge here. I also have one gentleman here. Puti, a very good morning to you too. You are part of, yesterday you led a protest and blockaded the R63. What did the mayor say?
Well, the mayor, one of the things that the mayor says, this is a water crisis. This is a clear demonstration of the water crisis. People, they don't have water. And it's not yesterday that they don't have water. There has been no water for 3 years in this community. Now, when we did the march yesterday, Mayor clearly said so that there is a project which is coming and then it showed us a document which doesn't have a time frames and there's no time frames to that document. It's just a defecting kind of a document that tries to stop our community not to proceed with the march. Now what is happening is that the mayor will have the challenge which we envisage to see is that there's a concurrency of powers. There's a power of Amathole District Municipality to provide water and sanitation, and also there's a power of the local municipality. So now what is happening is that Amathole District is offering the water as a power and function, and also the district is supposed to comply. The district has rolled out the budget. The figure which was given Great Kai municipality was 356 million in order to revamp or to correct the issue of water. But that budget has not been implemented since. That's why people are still in this problem. Now, yesterday when we did a march, the councillors that we have, they have blockaded and stopped the community in order to receive those councillors, the ANC councillors, the ruling ANC in this Ward 6 and 7. They are the one who are blockading that we must not have water. But the resolution around this issue would have been for Amathole District Municipality to cede the power and function back to the Great Kai municipality, and if that power and function is ceded, it will enable that the Great Kai municipality to take over the control of water and be able to implement water functionality.
Going forward, what's the plan with regards to this? Because people's lives are at risk here.
Well, the mayor didn't have a plan. Remember, this is the mayor who started here in 2008, and now is 2021. that is 3 terms. It started in 2008 and now it's 2000. It's 3 terms. This mayor, current mayor, is still there, and that is in conflict with Section 29 of Municipal Systems Act and the Structures Act. That mayor, in fact, in terms of law, is not a legitimate mayor. But we having a plan on our own that the only solution to this challenge is whereby the community facilitate a process whereby they can make sure that this municipality strike off the power and function of delivering the water back to the municipality, and it must not reside with the district. And once that happens, we can be able, as a municipality of Great Kai municipality, to deal with the water on our own. That's the challenge.
Thank you so much. Well, Sakina, that was one of the residents here. The mayor is referring to is Kanyile Manyeli of the Amathole District Municipality, whom you quite know. You've once interviewed him, Sakina. And the residents say that there is no backing down of this. Some of them are saying they will not use their right to vote when it comes in November because of this water crisis, Sakina.
Firstly, I mean, to our viewers, we do apologize for the use of strong language. It is live television. We unfortunately do not have any control over what people say. That being said, Abongile, you spoke about the gentleman charging 5 rand there to actually get a bucket of water for the residents who are queuing there for it. And some of the people you spoke to also complained about that. But just where is the municipality while all of this is taking place? This is a reservoir, and you would think that there would be some concern about what is playing out there right now. Has anybody come to the fore to actually say anything to address this particular matter?
Not yet, Sakina, but I do have an appointment as the day progresses today with the Amathole District Municipality, and I'm hoping it will be the mayor of the municipality, since he's the one who had come to address the residents yesterday whilst they were protesting.
Abongile, we'll leave it there for now. And of course, stay tuned to SABC. We're starting a brand new show on a Sunday evening at 8 p.m. It's called Service Delivery Gauge, where we will be going into these municipalities and focus on some of the issues, the service delivery issues. And it will be issues driven, as you have seen there today. But what an absolute crying shame, and stripping people of their dignity as they scramble there to get water, which is, by the way, just worth mentioning and reminding ourselves of once again, an inalienable human right. It's contained in the Bill of Rights, the right to water. So we're going to leave that there for the time being, but feel free to give us your views at Morning Live SABC. With that, let's get into our news headlines.